Hello everyone and welcome back. Today's cooking is going to be a fairly simple thing. We're going to do a classic chicken rice chili sauce. This has been amended for our tastes, which means it's quite spicy compared to what you would normally get in Malaysia or even most Southeast Asia countries besides, of course, Thailand, Indonesia and Vietnam. The reason I say that because the choice of chilies that we're using for this chicken rice chili sauce is different and considerably stronger than what you would normally get in Malaysia or Singapore. Base recipe is quite straightforward. You have chilies. We're using pure bird's eye chili or chili padi. Ginger. Again, this is all up to you. I'm just going agak-agak. Due to the amount of chilies, I've larger amount of garlic. You can now add less and more if you like. Secret ingredients for this is lime and something else I'll show you later on, which you may probably guess by now. I'm doing this without chicken broth or any kind of oils because doing it like this generally keeps longer. If you put broth or any kind of oil, it generally keeps for a shorter period of time, but making it with only these ingredients makes it almost indestructible. I'll elaborate and mention that in a short while as I get it prepped. Okay, do this. So, I've been working on this through the magic of fast forwarding on the internet, and I just want to show you, since I'm on my last lime, a little secret. One of the secret sauces, if you like, pardon the pun, is the skin of the lime. Normally you don't need to use so much. I mean, you just smell it and see. It's all agak-agak anyway. You see how much you like, but more is definitely making it more fragrant, and you'll get more freshness smell in the sauce that you can't really replicate. Commercial operators may sometimes blend the lime together with it, but doing that means you have to add more sugar, and it has a generally bitter aftertaste, and I would not recommend that. So scraping the lime skin, the lime rind off, is generally one of the secret sauces, as you can, and you will probably learn after doing this. But how much you put, that's up to you. It's all agak-agak anyway. Okay, now I'll go ahead and juice the last lime, and then we can continue. So now we've prepped everything. We're going to go with all the dry ingredients if you like, but basically we're just going to flavor it. Here, some salt would be enough. Generally, the garlic will bring most of the savoriness, so you're just adding it just to help it out. Give it a little flavor boost, but generally you need salt. Some people say sugar, but in my opinion and my personal taste, I tend not to put sugar because it generally you will find that the sugar will dilute the spiciness of the chili, giving you a slightly watered down sauce. So I generally avoid that. Now a real magic sauce, Maggi. Some of you may say, why not MSG? Yeah, sure, even MSG works as well. Otherwise, I'll just use Maggi. And now we're ready for blending. So I'm just going to clean this up, and then we're going to blend this whole thing up. So let's go ahead and blend this up. Hi. I'll just stop it so you don't have to torture yourself with the sound. We'll come back to it shortly. So nice and thick. You can really see it. I'll open it up and give you a little smell. It's probably a bit too thick. I'll thin it out a bit with some vinegar just to give it an extra kick on the sourness. I'll add some water, just to thin it out a bit. And again, I'm making a big amount anyway. This is probably more or less almost, you'll get up to almost 600 ml more or less. So yeah, I could probably get away with more water, but again, taste it as it goes. I'm not going to taste it yet. I'm just going to blend it and taste it in a short while. coming back to this, I'm just giving it one last couple of hours. You can see the seeds have almost dissolved, so this is great. You can do it a bit more. And that's it. So now we taste. And this is where the taste buds will come in, because I mean, yeah, of course this is hot and spicy, but you can customize and figure out what you want based on your taste. Little spoon, so it's up to you. Yeah, it's still a bit thick, as you can see, so I'll add in a bit more water just to thin it out a bit. And again, I said, we're making a big amount, so generous with water is totally fine. This is probably one of the rare points where thin sauce doesn't mean anything, because of the sheer power of the chilies. So now we're gonna taste. So a little tongue taste. Definitely powerful. It needs more salt. But otherwise, yeah, it's more like that. Maybe a bit more vinegar to make it a bit sour. Some salt. Otherwise, taste-wise, it's there. And again, the amount of lime, the amount of stuff you can put in, that's all up to you. You can always do more, do less, that's totally fine. I would probably say a bit more Maggi sauce. Almost gonna finish this whole bottle anyway. That's how much Maggi sauce we use here. But yeah, we normally, still MSG, we use more of this Maggi sauce anyway. So to finish up, I'm more or less done. You just need to shake it. It's up to you. You can blend it again. It's totally fine, but yeah, it's more or less done. Seeds dissolved. It's all really what you want. Now, coming back to what I said earlier about these sauces being indestructible. I mean, because I didn't put any broth, I didn't put any kind of oil in it. It generally self-preserves, because, as you know, chili, vinegar, these are all preservative agents. So in the fridge, I can normally get minimum of, I don't know, 6 months out of it, but I obviously would not recommend that. Normally it finishes up even faster than that, because the people that eat this know me, and I normally get through this quite fast. So I'm sending this off to some friends, you know, they get through it really fast. So, but yeah, they can keep, no problem. I still have old batches in the fridge. In fact, from the last round that I made it. So definitely 6 months, no problems. Yeah, but of course you have to be safe with how you store it. Putting saliva, of course, will not help it. And a bit more salt, otherwise that's done. A bit more salt, a bit more vinegar, that's done. And yeah, that's more or less it for this. So I'm making this to give off some friends, a bit more salt in it, but I'm done. Tell me what you think. Do you guys miss this? Yeah, it's super easy to make, doesn't take up very much time. Secret ingredients are mostly that, and yeah, you can easily replicate chicken rice chili sauce at home anytime, no problem. So I'm just gonna dash up some, and I finished this bottle, so I'm gonna start a new bottle of Maggi sauce. Don't judge me, but yeah, maybe substitute MSG for Maggi sauce mostly. But yeah, you can do it with MSG, that's no problem. Alright, one last shake and I'm done, and so is this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and comments as below. Thank you very much for your time. And selamat makan. And yeah.